Welcome to the channel. We share very exciting and emotional real-life stories, so if you enjoy this kind of content, kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any uploads. Now, today's story is heavy and it's personal. I've rewritten this 3 times because I honestly don't know how to tell it without sounding foolish. But here it goes. I met Kwame when I was 16. He wasn't a classmate. He wasn't some teenage crush. He was already a grown man about 15 years older than me. Back then, that didn't feel strange. It felt flattering. I was a skinny high school girl from a home where money was always tight. Sometimes school fees were delayed. Sometimes I went to school pretending I wasn't hungry. Life was not easy. Kwame was different from the boys around me. He was confident, calm/stable. He had a job. He drove. He spoke like someone who had direction. He didn't chase me loudly like boys my age. He was intentional. When he noticed me, I felt chosen. He started helping me quietly. If school fees were delayed, he handled it. If I needed transport money, he sent it. If I didn't have lunch, he made sure I did. He would look at me and say, "Focus on school. I've got you." And he did. By the time I got to university, he was paying my rent, sending upkeep every month. If my phone spoiled, he replaced it. If I was stressed about money, he fixed it before I even finished explaining. I told myself I was blessed. I didn't realize I was slowly becoming dependent. The first time I got pregnant, I was terrified. He wasn't. He was calm. The kind of calm that feels reassuring when you're young and scared. "We're not ready," he said. "You're too young. Let me settle properly first." He paid for the abortion. He stayed with me, bought medication, held my hand, He promised we would have our own children when the time was right. I believed him. The second pregnancy came a few years later. This time, he didn't even look surprised. "Not now," he said again. The third time, I remember lying on the clinic bed, staring at the ceiling. I felt detached from my own body, like it was something we were managing. Something temporary, something we could reset whenever it became inconvenient. Every time he said, "Just wait a little longer," and I waited. I built my 20s around waiting for him to be ready. Waiting for the right time. Waiting for my turn. Everything changed one random evening. A friend sent me a message. "Hey, is this not Kwame?" Attached was a screenshot. It was a Facebook post by a woman I didn't know. The caption read, "Happy second birthday to my boys. God knew I needed both of you." Underneath were pictures. 2 little boys, identical twins, smiling, and Kwame was standing behind them, hands resting proudly on their shoulders, comfortable, present, like a father who had always been there. I felt cold, 2 years old. That meant while I was in recovery rooms, while I was bleeding and cramping, while I was convincing myself it was temporary, he had babies somewhere else. Children he kept, children he celebrated. The mother wasn't even his wife, but she had something I never did. Continuity. I didn't confront him immediately. I needed to be sure, so I asked around quietly. It was true. He had twins, and his family knew. Do you know what that realization does to you? It makes you question every "not now" you ever accepted. I'm 31 now. A few weeks ago, I found out I'm pregnant again. When I saw the test result, I didn't cry. I just sat there in silence. This would be the 4th time. I told my friends. They were furious. "You've done 3 abortions. He already has children. You 31. You can keep sacrificing yourself for a man who isn't sacrificing for you." For the first time, abortion didn't feel like a solution. It felt like I decided I would tell him. I rehearsed the conversation in my head. I imagined him shocked, maybe even guilty. Maybe this time something would change. But before I could even make that call, another message came. "Have you seen this?" Another screenshot. Pre-wedding photos, Kwame, a different woman, matching outfits. big smiles. A ring shining under perfect lighting. Hashtag next month, next month. I thought it was fake. It wasn't. The wedding is next month, and it's not the mother of the twins. And it's not me. It's someone new. That's when something inside me broke. Not loudly, quietly. I realized I was never the future. I was the in-between. The girl he met at 16. The one who admired him. The one who depended on him. The one who would understand. The one who would wait. He's in his mid-40s now. When we met, I was a teenager, and I built my entire adult life around the idea that endurance meant commitment. But endurance just means you endured. While I was waiting for him to be ready, he was building other lives. Now I'm sitting here pregnant, watching a countdown to another woman's wedding. And for the first time, the decision in front of me isn't about whether he chooses me. It's about whether I choose myself. Do I erase myself again to protect a man who is publicly promising forever to someone else? Or do I finally stop waiting? I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I know this. I gave him my youth, and I refuse to give him the rest of my life.